Hello, this is Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with this Sunday evening, February 7th, 2010 Daily Stock Report. Here's the Dow Jones 30. Big drop on Friday, which was more than we expected. Was down over 2% at one point, rebounded in the last 2 hours. So there was the drop, but it was bigger and longer and later than we expected. Let's take a look at an intraday chart on that. And this is a 3-minute chart for Friday. You can see it just opened at about 10,000 and just drifted down. It was orderly selling. A lot of fears, some fear started coming in. And we got that low at approximately 2 o'clock Eastern on Friday. And had a big bounce up to close slightly in the positive for all three indexes. And the S&P 500 here looks the same. And here's the S&P 500 on the daily chart. Definitely the market's more negative than we expected. It's really a short-term trading market, especially for the intraday scalping is excellent. Just outstanding volatility. And the swing trades that may even be held overnight or possibly even 2 days. Let's take a look at some individual stocks. Here's FCX, Freeport-McMoRan. We were looking for all these stocks to test that low, and if it didn't drop below that previous low in January right here and started rebounding up, then that would be good, a safer play to start buying long. What I'm seeing here is the market wants to rebound maybe a day or two. It looks pretty shaky that we could possibly see further selling here, and this is what we have to be careful here. So if you were buying the market on Friday on that low as we expected, it really wouldn't be that bad of an idea to sell if there's any weakness on Monday. Again, this is traders market. It could be that we go to a lower low or a drop off like we saw here from that first 2 days last week. On Tuesday and Wednesday it peaked out and then started heading over Thursday and Friday. Or correction, Monday and Tuesday were good days up and then started selling off toward the end of Tuesday, down Wednesday, down again big on Thursday. So it's very conceivable that this chart pattern continues to step ladder down. And as soon as it goes below that low in January, that last week of January, then we're in trouble. The two ways you can play this is trade out of it in the next couple days on these if you went long. Or if you want to do a little higher risk, which I wouldn't do, is you could be anticipating for a higher move up. I think it's a risky play to be doing that with these stocks. So let's take a look at another stock on these charts. They're looking very similar to each other. Here's the daily chart on EOG. It's an oil and gas stock. You can see it hit $90, rebounded to $92.86. This is the daily chart. Let's go ahead and look at the intraday chart on this. Same type of pattern. You'll see a lot of volatility here, 2 to 3% swings, and you can see toward the end of the day you saw that move from $90.25 to almost $93. Here's AGU, Agrium. Stock was up a little bit at the open, dropped down from 58.50 to 57, moved up from 57 to 58.8. So you're seeing these 3% moves. And then back down to 57 and back up to a higher high from under 57 to over 59. So there's a 3.5% move in that last part of the day. This is where I was saying that this is really day traders heaven for the guys who are scalping, intraday scalping, and don't hold anything overnight. That's your safest plays right now. If you are not able to do that or not interested, the swing trades for just 2, 3, 4 days are also then very strong. But try to be nimble, try to be willing to sell out of it. If you can't do that, then step aside and let the market establish a trend. It looks like to me, my best guess is that we could the odds are favoring that we step ladder down. So it seems like to me that we're on a downtrend. It's a little premature to call that, but it looks like it's more than just a pullback in the uptrend that we've had from March 10th all the way to 2-3 weeks ago. So we could be having a reversal and actually having a downtrend. It's my early guess that that's what we're starting. But either way, whether it's a pullback or a downtrend, we can still make great money on swing trades, long and short, as well as intraday trading. Here's another stock, MOS, Mosaic, another ag chemical stock, same pattern, dropped under 53, closed up over 55 as a 4% move in that last hour and a half right here. Here's the daily chart on Toyota. It bounced off a low of around 71 on Friday. The Thursday had its low somewhere around the 71 number. Here's Toyota at $71 on Thursday. That's the low we were looking for either Wednesday or Thursday. And a move up on Friday. Looking for this. Let's take a look at the intraday chart, but just a moment here. Looking for this to 2 points to sell into. Could be $78 to $77, $78. Or I think a better play is to hold on to this through the volatility, and eventually I think this is going to go over into the low 80s, $82 to $84. It could take us a month, but I think this Toyota is going to start moving back up with all this bad press. And again, like I've said, is you don't be buying stocks when everyone's happy. You want to start looking to sell those. And when the press and all the fear and the sky is falling, that's when you want to be getting in there and buying. And it takes a lot of nerve. You want to be buying when all that bad press hits Toyota last week. And here's Toyota Motors, gapped right up there, got up to 73.30, back to 72.50, and just powered through. And I think this is going to continue to happen for at least a couple more days, depending on what the overall market's doing. But Toyota should start being pretty strong. And even if the market pulls back a little bit, I still think this is probably going to hold up fairly well. So you guys know the routine. Don't get leveraged. Keep the odds in your favor. Keep small position sizes. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, and by the way, for you guys who are interested in learning about stock trading on a more serious level, we're having a 2-day seminar in Orlando. It's getting to be really close to full, and it's going to be just a fabulous session for 2 days to learn heavily on the intraday scalping as well as swing trading, setting up your charts. We got 3 instructors. I'm one of the instructors, and it's going to be a real treat to hear our guest teacher, Adriano. We'll talk to you soon, and you guys take care. Talk to you tomorrow night.